Well, earlier this morning, I typed this short little blog. Israel can't decide their next move as the world sits on edge. And I talked about the war cabinet meeting once again in Israel to determine the next steps in responding to Iran. Well, they've decided, apparently. As now, Israel says they're readying an imminent attack on Iran as airlines cancel flights to the region. So here's a quick summary. The Middle East is bracing for Israeli retaliation attack on Iran after the Israeli war cabinet meets. Israeli Air Force says it has completed preparation and that an attack is imminent. U.S. officials tell the Wall Street Journal they believe Israel will launch an anti-Iran operation today. The IDF chief of staff said the Iranian missile and drone attack on Israel will be met with a response. Netanyahu orders the military to drop a list of targets. And to add to that a little bit, later in the article, it says that what he wants to do is strike targets in Iran that send a message but don't cause a lot of casualties, civilian or otherwise, because he feels that would widen the war. Well, we'll see what they actually do. But no matter what, Iran has said they're going to respond. So, several major airlines are canceling flights to Tel Aviv and the whole region. The State Department spokesman said that commitment to Israel's security is sacrosanct, in other words, ironclad. G7 working on measures against Iran as China, Russia signal weekend attack won't hurt relations with Tehran. European allies urge Israel against military response, and Tehran warns that it's ready to hit back even harder. Indeed, they have. They've warned about that ever since, even before they attacked Israel. And Italy, for its part, has announced the closure of its consulate in Tehran until further notice, so apparently they know something bigger is coming. And also Hal Turner is reporting in his covert intel, which has also been on Telegram, that last night, Israeli Defense Minister Gallant had a secure phone call with U.S. Secretary of Defense Austin. And Gallant told Austin that Israel has no choice to respond to this unprecedented missile and drone attack launched by Iran over the weekend. Moreover, Gallant spoke directly to the problem, but of course it's a problem of their own making. He says Israel won't accept an equation in which Iran responds with a direct attack every time Israel strikes targets in Syria. So once again, Israel refuses to acknowledge that their actions in bombing the Iranian embassy compound in Syria were wrong. They're trying to split hairs and say, well, it wasn't the actual embassy itself, it was, just his residence. So it wasn't really Iranian territory. It's all considered Iranian territory. It's the compound. The whole compound is considered Iranian territory. They're right next to each other, for goodness sake, but they're splitting hairs again. So, what's going to happen next? Anybody's guess, but it's going to expand, guys. It's not going to get any better, it doesn't look like. And it appears things are moving fast. Israel's Channel 12 broadcaster, following the earlier conclusion of the Israeli War Cabinet's meeting, it says the Israeli Air Force has completed its preparation for an imminent attack against Iran. Then the Times of Israel's top headline has switched to, War Cabinet decides to hit Iran back hard, hopes it won't spark a regional war. Well, of course it will. And like I said, those in the Chabad organization and at the top of the Israeli government know this. They want this because they think it's going to bring about the return of their Messiah. So there's a spiritual aspect to all of this as well. It's not just that Israel has gone crazy. But a host of airlines have canceled flights to the region, including Germany's Lufthansa has suspended its regular flights to and from Tel Aviv. KLM has canceled all flights to and from Tel Aviv until Tuesday, a spokesman for the Dutch arm of the Air France says. Britain's EasyJet on Sunday paused operations to and from Tel Aviv, Wizz Air and Finnair, and so on. And so it also says Israel is looking to send a message against Iran, but short of causing outright war and mass casualties, according to a top-level official, and told the Washington Post. During Monday's Israel War Cabinet meeting, Prime Minister Netanyahu is reported to have requested defense leaders draw up a list of targets or provide target options, according to an official familiar with the high-level discussion, who said Israel is looking at options that would send a message but not cause casualties. These options include a potential strike on a facility in Tehran or a cyber attack, according to the official, who spoke on the condition of anonymity. Everybody agrees that Israel must respond, the official said, but how to respond and when is the question. Well, that was earlier, and now it appears that they're ready and the attack is imminent. So, prayed up and prepped up at all times, guys. We don't know what happens from here. All we can do is pray. and put our trust in Christ. And that's it for now. I'll keep my eyes on things as always. God bless. Take care. Johnny Storm. Don't speak news.